Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy, and in my channel I talk about plants and my life and journey with my plants. In today's video, I'm going to do my first top 10 Hoya of the month video, and I'm super excited to make this video for the first time for the year of 2022. I briefly thought about stopping this series, but a lot of you really love it, and I do really love making this video. I think in the past, a lot of times I rely on Hoya growth and new Hoyas to help me make selections of for this video. But during the winter, for some reason, I think my house is not kept warm enough. Most of my Hoyas are not growing at the moment, so to make selections, this is just a little bit more challenging for me than before. But that's okay. That plants go through their 4 seasons, and I'm okay with that. And I still really enjoy and love these Hoyas. And also, as you guys know, my focus this year is really wanting to grow a lot of my plants better. And so I may not be bringing as many new Hoyas in. So I'll have to adapt my style for this video just a little bit. But I'm sure it'll still be super fun because when I look at these Hoyas, they still make me feel so excited. The only thing that I feel a little bit bad about is just that for those of you who have been following me for a while, you're kind of seeing some repeats of the Hoyas and like even ones that just like there's not much growth and change happening to them, and I'm still like showing them again. So if you guys don't mind that, I definitely don't mind like talking about them again and again and again. I just love them so much. I also want to say thank you to so many of you watching my last video and like wishing me well. I mentioned that I wasn't feeling well. I had like a sore throat and my face was hurting, and then just like some inflammation, and it turned into a little cold sore. So I hope you guys don't mind. It's kind of just like on my face today. So thank you guys so much. I feel much better now. Yesterday I was just really tired, and Wolfie was a little bit disappointed because he wanted to play with me, but all I wanted to do was just like sit and like not have to do anything. I just felt so tired, but I feel much better today. All right, so I actually have, I think, 6 Hoyas with me here today, and then I think there are, is it 6 or 7? Let me count. 7 Hoyas here today, and then there are 3 I want to show you, but they are mounted in the moss wall, so I'll just bring you with me to my grow tent to see them after we have a look at the Hoyas here. All right, let's just get going. In no particular order, I'm just gonna grab whatever is in front of me. And the first one I wanna grab to show you guys, I'm really excited about this because it is currently blooming. And I want to show you guys. It's beautiful bloom, and I hope it's focusing. I'm still like working with the ring light, and it's really bright, so it's hard for me to see what you guys are seeing. Can you see it? Ooh, yeah. And it's like still really juicy. Some of you have asked me what it smells like. It smells like a it's also quite caramelly, kind of like the Hoya Hushkeliana bloom smells. And then it's got another one coming. I just love the flower, the pink. It's almost like a little bit purple, and then with the yellow contrast, it's just such a beautiful Hoya. I didn't even tell you guys what it is yet. This one, I feel like I never really get the name quite right. I've been calling it David Cummings, but if you guys know if it's wrong, please let me know. Yeah, so these new leaves have been around for quite a while, but they're still really like just fresh and pink and sweet. Yeah, the leaf shape is it's really succulent. Yeah, so this is one of them. And then the next one I want to show you guys is, I keep talking about this one. I just love this Hoya so much that, you know, when I was like choosing Hoyas, I can't not choose it. I was just like singing about it in my Hoya, in the grow tent video, just how much I love it. The Hoya PUBICALYX Jungle Garden. Many of you who have been following me for a while know that this one hasn't really grown. It has stayed the same size. It's bloomed a few times since I think I've shown you guys in my top 10 video last time, but it hasn't grown new leaves, but it's just so beautiful. And I just love this like supple, round leaves. Yeah. I also want to apologize for the noise. The dishwasher is running. Wolfie's watching his show. It's just like, if it's really noisy, I apologize. So this is, yeah, so beautiful. I didn't know that it could blush, but it has recently started blushing. And I just think it's such a sweet plant. Then the next one I want to show you is the Hoya Cyantha Silver Spot or Splash, I think. Also, this one hasn't grown since I've shown you guys in my, like, I think maybe cabinet tour. But because it was an import, I wasn't sure if it was gonna make it because it was so thin leaf. And when it arrived, it was just like paper thin, so flimsy that I just thought for sure I was gonna lose this one. But it has firmed up. I'm just really happy to be able to keep this one. And I just think the leaf shape is so elegant and the splashes are so beautiful. I really look forward to it growing like newer leaves. Okay, and then the next one I want to show you guys, again, is a Hoya that I was like just thinking about when I was showing you guys my grow tent. And I just love it so much. It's this like little Hoya MITRATA round leaf. It is just, those like little cup-shaped leaves are just the cutest thing. I think she's so adorable and beautiful. There you go. And then the next one I want to show you is one that I had actually just recently treated for root mealybugs. And this is the Hoya GOLDENEYE. That's the full name, GOLDENEYE. But look how gorgeous it is. I mentioned this before. Someone said that it looks like dragonfly wing or like a fairy wing. And I really do think so. Look at the venation. She's just such a gorgeous Hoya. And I'm not sure if this is the correct color or if I'm giving it too much light. Because it's called GOLDENEYE, I kind of assume that maybe that's the right color. Let me just do a quickly check on Instagram to see if that's what they're supposed to look like. So usually if you go on Instagram and you type in the Hoya's name, and there will be like a hashtag for that Hoya, and I just look through all the photos of how like this Hoya may grow, like its growth structure, the way it might sun stress, and I get a lot of information just like looking through those photos. And if I see one that's like growing particularly well, then I will go into that post to see if the person mentions any like care tips. So I'm looking at the GOLDENEYE photo. They do look like they could be a lot greener than the one that I have. Maybe I am exposing mine to a little bit too much light. So we'll see. But Hoyas can express themselves so differently in different environments. So that's something like exciting about them. Every new leaf is kind of a surprise. Like you don't know how it's gonna show up. And then the next one I want to show you, this one I have shown you so many times, and it hasn't grown, and I just love it so much. I think it's, I don't know, I think it's iconic how beautiful it is. And that is the Hoya Tequila Sunrise. I just watered it a little bit so it's dripping, but the way that it grows so red and the venation, like it's just so unreal. I just absolutely love this one. And then I don't know if it shows, but like these little specks, they're actually showing up as pink, the splashes, because of the sun stressing. Yeah, it's just a wonderful, beautiful Hoya. I got it from HOYA, etc. After I got it, it actually like, this is actually a new stem that it grew out, but it just dried up without continuing to grow. And then there was also like a little new grow point here too, and it also like stopped growing after poking out the new growth. So I'm not sure what happened there, but I just need to be patient with my Hoyas. And there's that one. And then the next one I want to show you, I also just think it's just like so absolutely beautiful. And this is the Hoya prick dye. These two leaves were the ones that came with the import, and I was noticing that the rims are getting a little bit darker, I think from being under pretty intense light, which I think is kind of cool. I love the leaf shape, the venation, and also it's got like really kind of subtle splashing. This is a new leaf. It's still quite new. That's why it's staying like so shiny and so dark. And I think after a while, the shine will fade and then it'll become closer to this. But I'll keep observing and I'll let you guys know. It's just so beautiful, like a dinosaur egg. Like this doesn't even look real to me. Amazing. All right, guys. So like these are all the Hoyas that I brought down here to show you guys. Let's go into the grow tent and look at some of the Hoyas that I really want to highlight in today's video. Let's go. Here we are. So one that I really want to highlight is actually this Hoya Morellii. I have actually, I think, turned up the intensity of the grow light, and because it's kind of, all the leaves are just kind of on the surface of the moss wall, that they're getting hit pretty equally. So the tan is just so beautiful. And I love being able to just see them like this, like all of them, instead of, you know, some of them are in the back and I can't really see all the leaves, but being able to see all the leaves like this is just such a treat. Yeah, again, this Hoya is just so amazing. It's so succulent. It's one of the most succulent Hoyas. It's like a board, and the leaf shade is gorgeous, and just the way it sun stresses is just like, yeah, I can't compliment it enough. Okay, and then another one that I want to highlight is down here. This one didn't have an ID when I got it. This is also part of the Hoya. This is the one that I want to highlight today. It was, I bought it as a Hoya SP 01. So it's just like a ID, I think the seller assigned to the plant. So ever since, it was like barely rooted, I guess. And then ever since I planted it into the moss wall, it has taken so well that it has started to work on, let's see, can we see it? Like this new leaf. So that is super exciting to me because this moss wall is so new and a lot of the plants are still like adapting to living on this moss wall, and for this guy to just adapt to it and start working on his new leaf, I'm just really proud of it. So I hope the new leaf takes, and I for sure will show you guys if it grows out. And this is the last Hoya that I want to highlight in my video top 10 today. This is the Hoya LINEARIS. Still not saying it right. Yeah, it's just been hanging here there's a grow light here and it's by the window, and it has just been putting out lots of new shoots, and I am just so appreciating it. I saw my friend Hoya Palace listed like a really big pot on her website, and I was so tempted to grab it, but I'm gonna be patient and like try to grow this one out and propagate. But just looking at all these new shoots is so satisfying. And it's just such an elegant, beautiful Hoya. All right, guys, so that's my top 10 Hoyas of January 2022. I hope you guys enjoyed the Hoyas in the video, and I so appreciate you being here, watching my videos and commenting. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys soon again. Bye.